Hello my angels, welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back to a brand new vlog. I hope you're all really well. The weather today has been just stunning. When I tell you that the signs of spring are well and truly here, we have the most beautiful, real abundance of daffodils throughout the orchard. The blossom is coming out on the tops of the trees. We've actually got our magnolia tree, which is almost in full bloom. All of the magnolias at the top of the tree are flourishing, yet there are still a few buds yet to open on the bottom few branches. So it's been stunning, and I don't know whether you can hear that, but the bird song, I'm going to open up the window so you guys can hear this. It is just so stunning. It's like an orchestra, a symphony of birdsong today. They are singing their little souls out. It's so beautiful, but it's been a busy day. We have actually done quite a lot of filming today. I've just filmed this beautiful, actually I will share this with you. This is a stunning Hobbs dress. You are going to see me live in this throughout the summer, and it's, do you know what, it's perfect for so many different occasions, whether it's Henley Royal Regatta or whether you need a really pretty, super elegant, absolutely exquisite yet a little bit understated wedding guest dress. It's this beautiful quality. Look at that, very, very blush pink, all of the florals through it. Gorgeous little fuchsia, even little hints of yellow, maybe like little dandelions. Very sweet V neckline into some bows. It's waisted and it is the best length. It is absolutely stunning, and she has a magnificent twirl to it. So we filmed this today for my spring series, but I've done an enormous order on Nobody's Child. It's one of my favourite brands. Their sort of spring summer last year was incredible, and I just think they are a great price point. It's not high street prices and it's not luxury. It's that sort of like middle point. I would say similar to Hobbs. I would actually say it's a little bit more affordable than Hobbs. The quality's great. I love the designs. So I've done a big order, and I know you guys love hauls. So I thought that maybe this could be kind of like a short, snappy Nobody's Child haul try on. And then we also have an abundance of wild garlic in our orchard. So I thought if I am really rather quick with this, we could take a spin, maybe as the sun is setting, around the orchard, pick some wild garlic and then make my wild garlic pesto recipe. It is not only so delicious, but I do also think it's going to be the perfect thing that is just going to fend off the last little dregs of whatever it is that I've had, whether it's the flu or a cold, or do you know what, I just feel as though I've been snotty and grotty for weeks now, but it's so scrummy and I'd love to share it with you. So let's get straight into this. We're going to do a big try on. I feel like you guys are going to love this. I was like squealing when doing this order. It's all of my favorite colors, really elegant and timeless designs, and for a fantastic price point. That real quiet luxury for less. So I feel like you guys are going to love this. So brew yourselves a cup of tea, cup of coffee, or a glass of champagne. Not sure how you're going to brew champagne, but pour it generously and join me. So first things first, we're starting strong. Strapless, butter yellow. It's got these really interesting panels at the front which almost act as a corset, and then you have this beautiful billowing skirt. It's a lovely midi length, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like. I'm thinking with a really pretty cream cardigan over my shoulders and like a sweet little pair of maybe like Loro Piana loafers, or my pumps, or even like a really gorgeous pair of white stiletto sandals throughout the summer. I feel like this is going to be an absolute winner. Now, I've just read this and it's something that I think is incredible, that Nobody's Child really, I feel like they inspire so many people with their philanthropy and the care that they have for the environment. And it says, live gently upon this earth and be kind. I think that's so wonderful. So it says, we're a London-based brand. Nobody's perfect. We're on a mission to bring responsible fashion to every woman, everywhere, without costing the earth. Our fabrics are carefully selected, taking into consideration their impact on the planet. And find out more by scanning the QR code. So what I'll actually do is I'll leave the QR code here, because I know you guys love reading about the brands, and I know you are as passionate as I am when it comes to sustainability and making sure that not only is a brand creating beautiful garments that are going to last, but they've got really good ethics. Like, where are they having it made? Who's making it? And all of those things. So, number one, she's a beauty. I cannot wait to see what that is going to look like. Now, I did just think, do you know what? There's quite a lot of plastic in this package, but I'm very happy to say that this plastic bag says, I'm made from 100% recycled plastic, designed to protect your product. Now I've done my job and you can recycle me. Ah, good to know. Now this is stunning. It's so soft. It's this almost like cheesecloth fabric. So you can see slightly crinkled. It's waisted with a fantastic little elasticated waistband panel at the back. And I just loved the design. It's got really pretty covered buttons down the front, V-neck, a bit of a poofy and slightly oversized sleeve. And again, they're just nailing it with the length. Really smart. And has she got pockets? We'll have to try it on and see if she's got pockets. She feels like she has pockets. Anyway, I love this, and I adore those colours together. That fresh yellow, fresh white, and all those gorgeous pinks and greens. I feel like this spring, summer, I'm going to literally live in it. So, yes, absolute yes. Then, oh, classic white. Oh, I love this. I think this is going to be so stunning. Oh, yes. I feel like you're either going to love this or hate it. It's really not going to be your thing, but I love it. The lace detail. Oh, it's sweet. It's really rather French, actually. I adore the collar detail. Beautiful paneling down the front. You've got the gorgeous lace, even a little ruffled sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? I also hope that you are enjoying the soundtrack to this vlog. And you are listening to a little touch of bird opera. So I love this. And then I think this is going to be slightly transparent. Yes, it is. They've got the lace on the waistline, and as you can see, it is translucent. That's going to be stunning. That looks as though that could be like a high-end luxury. And I think for a beautiful dress like this with lace, and then we're going to see what the composition of this is. What art thou? This is 100% cotton, and you have 100% cotton lining and lace trim. And for £120, personally, I think that is a fantastic investment in a piece that's very classic, very, very elegant, and something that you can really style up and style down for every single season. So love that. Right, then I went a bit cray-cray on the old knits. I do love a spring knit. Ooh, and a colour that I adore just as much as a spring knit is powder blue, and look at that. She's delish. It's quite a chunky knit. Have a little look at the thread. Beautiful horn-like buttons, round neck, and just think like white cut-off jeans, white trousers, maybe in like a little skirt. It could go perfectly over my shoulders with that gorgeous white dress. I don't know why I'm trying it on like this, because we're going to try it on with the dresses, but I also got that in a really beautiful creamy oatmeal colour. And then I believe this is actually a two-tone. It is a beautiful knit with a two-tone with a black thread through it. Love. And then look at this. Now, I think you guys sell it out every single time I share it with you. It is my linen, oyster linen 3-piece suit, and it has a waistcoat and the trousers, which I always wear, and I actually mostly wear it in Mallorca, and it's actually been one of my suits that I have lived in. Literally, I think I've worn it probably over 50 or 60 times. It washes so well. So when it came to the butter yellow suit, I added it to my bag immediately. Literally within milliseconds it was in my bag, and I cannot wait to see what this is going to look like. Now, it is a different fabric. It's almost like a chiffony silk looking crepe, I would say. So we're going to see what that looks like on. And then my last order, ooh, this is somewhat similar. How do I describe this? I kind of showed it to you on a recent vlog. So Ralph Lauren did a everyday dress, I think in like khaki and in chocolate, and I've been looking for something that was similar in the style but for spring and summer and in my favorite spring color, and Nobody's Child has nailed it. When I say it's kind of like that really relaxed like cotton skirt, but with the jersey almost like t-shirt type fabric at the top. It's kind of that like really easy wearing everyday working from home dress, like Nancy Meyers walking around the garden. She's a vibe. She's an absolute vibe. So those were all of the bits and bobs that I bought. So let's do a major Nobody's Child try on. I've fallen so deeply in love with this. Just take a glance. Okay, she needs a good steam, but you guys have such vision, you will be able to see. I love the design features across the bust, and they have this fantastic little sticky line that's placed at the top, and I would say that for a size 6 to 8, I'm a little bit more well endowed around the chest area than most, and it's really supportive. It's so beautifully waisted, and as you can see, it's got these fabric design features that are almost pleated that nip you in at the waist, and then so beautifully and rather gracefully just flare out into the prettiest A-line skirt. Now, gorgeous little cardigan over the shoulders. I'm wildly in love. So this is the chunky knit in the cream, and just on chilly evenings where you wanted to have something over your shoulders, or you could even just pop this on and have it over your shoulders. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? It's so fresh. It screams spring, and it really does feel as though this has been almost tailored to me. A little glance, even those pleating panels at the back. Oh, utterly divine. This is an enormous yes. Actually, I'm just thinking about it. If you have any summer weddings coming up and you've got like a bronzed golden tan, I think that this would be a beautiful, I'm talking high summer, because obviously it would need to be appropriate weather and the appropriate wedding, not to have anything over your shoulders, but a gorgeous wedding guest dress option. Stunning. I would find tan, if not raffia, accessories, go natural accessories, avoid white, avoid all forms of white and ivory at weddings. But I think butter yellow, I think this colour is a beautiful colour as a wedding guest, and I think you complement the bride in all colours, I personally think. But if you went with like natural raffia straw-like accessories, chef's kiss. Oh, this is so sweet and rather innocent. Not sure whether I'm innocent enough to wear this, but isn't it sweet? Almost feel as though it's really rather Victorian. You could button it all the way up to the top, but I think it's really, really cute. I'm almost thinking I need to be on a bicycle in St. Paul de Vence. So cute, very, very pretty indeed. Lovely little sandals, the perfect dress for spring and summer, very comfortable at home, yet I can also see myself wearing this on beautiful sunny days in London, maybe with a little navy blazer over the top and a gorgeous pair of pumps. Utterly cute as a boot. And there you can actually see, I've actually not even done up the buttons, sorry, that is so naughty of me. There we go. Now you can see what I meant by the waistline as that lace, and you can kind of see a little bit of skin through it. Very sweet, very cute, and utterly sensational quality versus price point. You're probably tired of me saying it, but nobody's child has shown up and just nailed it. Nailed it with this year's designs. Such a gorgeous little day dress. I mean, you could even wear the sweetest little boater and wear this beautiful cheesecloth cotton tulip dress of dreams to the likes of Henley Royal Regatta. It is so perfect. I feel like this dress would take you from Chelsea Flower Show to summer garden parties to literally just skipping around your gardens. Oh, it's so cute. It makes me so happy. It's very pretty, it's very girly, but the design features are designing. So it has this panel just under the bust that again nips you in. Beautiful bone-like. It's not boned. Have a little look. So these little seams almost structure down the front of your chest, go into the panel here, as you can see, around the back into an elasticated waistband. What I would say about this is a size 8 and I've got quite a lot of room, so I would personally suggest if you did want this to be slightly oversized, then go with your own size. However, I would say that you could size down. Again, always with sizing, have a little look at the design. I would most certainly say my arms have never been a size 6 in their entire Nelly puff. As you can see, she has biceps, but with the design feature of the dress, we've got these gorgeous sleeves. So pretty, very feminine, extremely ladylike, but very pretty and sweet at the same time. I think it's utterly gorgeous. We've got cute little shoulders, the seams that structure you and really showcase your silhouette. We've got the elasticated waistband at the back and then such a beautiful flowing skirt. And I love how they've used the same detail from the waist and down the front of the chest into beautiful little details down the skirt. It's just really, really well made. The quality of it feels fabulous, and it's something that's quite light, and I think it's so important at this time of year. I think our bodies struggle to regulate temperature because at this time of year it can be quite chilly and you need a cardigan, but when the sun comes out it's really rather toasty, so you need to be wearing materials that are letting your body breathe but not making them hot and sweaty and clammy at the same time. Don't know whether that makes sense, but you know what I mean. When it's cold, you want it to insulate and keep you warm, but when it's really hot, you want to be able to breathe and not sweat. And I feel like this does just that. It's as cute as a boot. It's very ladylike, very classic, rather flirty, and really quite sweet. Now I think I'm wearing the wrong bra for this. I feel like we either need to go no bra at all or a t-shirt bra. But I love, this is so nice. We've got that skirt, and yes, she has pockets, ladies and gentlemen. This really is the easy everyday dress. When at home running errands, you want to feel as though you've got up and you've got dressed. You're pretty, you're elegant, you're very, very presentable, but quite literally it feels as though I'm wearing my nightie. This is the dream working from home dress. It's kind of like a pajama material, that like typical jersey, fabulous, super comfortable fabric at the top. You've got a rather chunky, almost like tank top strap, really lovely scooped neckline. It's waisted, and then into this skirt. I love this. I'm gonna have to see whether this comes in other colours, because this is great, utterly great. Like little pair of runners, loafers, pumps, fabulous. The world's greatest at home running errands, pretty, utterly delicious butter yellow colour. I named it, literally, I would say in like February. Butter yellow was going to be the colour of the season. It's my colour of every spring and summer season. I feel like it's the colour that just always makes you smile. It's my happy colour. It's also my mum's happy colour, but I think it's utterly gorgeous. So we're going from a dress to a suit in this scrumptious, I mean, look at her. Fingers crossed it fits well, because I may have found the summer suit of the season. Why, yes, I have. I found her. I have found the most beautiful suit for the summer season. Take a glance at that. Not only is the colour just chef's kiss, but the tailoring and the quality of the material and the fit is outstanding. So first and foremost, you've got a high-waisted, wide-leg trouser. These trousers, the way that they are sculpting over my bottom is quite frankly a work of art. I never usually ask you to look at my derriere, but take a moment and glance. Like, hello? I'm utterly flabbergasted. I might even need to take a seat, take a deep breath. We've got concealed pockets. Really, these look as though they have actually not only been tailored for me, they've been made, bespoke, hands down, the most stunning. I'm gonna have to get these in every colour. It's something that I really struggle with, and the OGs, and for those of you who've been subscribers for a while, will know that I always bang on about my chunky thighs. It's hereditary, and also the fact that I used to have horses between my thighs. I've never been graced with skinny legs, but I do have a remarkably small waist. So we can't have everything, but I love showcasing, like we all do, the best of our bodies. So finding a pair of trousers that is small enough around my waist that I can physically wedge over my bottom is quite tricky, let me tell you. But look at this. They are absolutely perfect, so exquisitely fitted to my bottom. Like the way the seam and the way you can kind of see just the guideline of a peachy bottom beautiful, beautiful. Imagine me like fully bronzed goddess in this. Then the waistcoat. Now I personally think a waistcoat should be worn almost a little bit like a corset. You want to make sure that the buttons at the front are not pulling, but you want to have a toggle at the back. So when shopping for a waistcoat, just take a little glance at the description at the bottom or have a little look at the pictures and at the back of it. Does it have one of these toggles? Now sadly, I need to size down in the waistcoat. So from the front, you can see it's really beautifully fitting and just showcases a really gorgeous, almost like hourglass figure. But at the back, I've had to cinch it so much, it looks a little bit gathered. I'm utterly obsessed. It does also come with a blazer. I thought the blazer might just be like a touch too much. Now I'm thinking of, I'm just gonna have to order it. This is gorgeous. And actually, if dresses are not your thing and you love a suit and you love a tonal look and you want to sort of like channel your inner cool gal boss woman vibe, then a power suit is such a fabulous option as a wedding guest outfit. You could go with a gorgeous sort of like, what would I say, like a really lovely trilby or even a gorgeous headband, a little fascinator, or you could just go all out and just have like an enormous, I personally would suggest a Vivian Sheriff, but there are so many different options out there, but this is gorgeous. Again, if you've got any events like Royal Ascot, I think you're going to see a lot of female power dressing this year. Currently going through options for Royal Ascot myself, thinking, what are we going to wear this year? I'm thinking of doing something quite different. So I don't know, I've got a few ideas tucked up my sleeve, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you think I should do. But as I said, you're going to see a lot of suits. So if you did want to wear something like this to one of the sort of like great British summer social season events, then pop a blazer on over the top. But I love this. I would wear this literally every single season throughout the UK, and I think it's a beautiful piece to have for summer holidays. This is gorgeous. Well, oh my gosh. Guys, I need your help. What am I keeping? What am I sending back? At this rate, I'm gonna have to keep everything. This is just getting ridiculous. And then I'm just gonna show you these gorgeous knits, and I want to show you the two-tone one. So I thought it was really pretty and very, very different. Let's open these up again. The quality of this is gorgeous. They're sort of lovely and thick. You've got a lot of fabric and actually just have that kind of draped over your shoulders. Oh, that's lovely. That is so nice. Oh, look at that. Really sweet little pockets on the front. I'd actually go so this is quite oversized as well. Really lovely. Got a little bit chilly in the evenings. The sun has in fact just set. Hopefully I've not missed sunset. If I have, I'm going to be utterly devastated because there are pink skies. There are pink skies. So I'm going to be trying to be very quick, and if I can, I will take Dora for a spin. Fingers crossed we can capture something exquisite up in those blue skies. But before we do, I also think pale blue and yellow. Big yes, enormous yes. So that is the same as that gorgeous cream. And it also matches my eyes. So the last little number I've created, complete chaos down here. So it's quite funny. If you guys could see the behind the scenes of a content creator, see how gorgeous is that? Stunning, fresh, white knit. And then you've got the contrast with the black collar. It goes down the front, it's on the cuffs and also on the bottom. And I think it's really, really fresh, quite eye-catching too, and really easy to accessorize with this. Like, who doesn't have a black pair of shoes? You're probably wearing them to work. Make sure to polish them and you can wear them out too. A little black bag, and then keep it really tonal underneath. I would say channel, I mean, I always say I'm so inspired by her, she might be my best friend, but Alex. So go like white t-shirt, a pair of really gorgeous like white cut-off trousers, and a pair of like black pumps. black bag, Bob's your uncle. You've just got a fabulous, really classic, elegant, timeless luxury outfit for a fraction of what these luxury brands are charging. I mean, this is such a fabulous piece. So I will leave all of the details in the description box down below, along with my sizes, so that you guys can gauge it. Maybe you're similar to me, or maybe you think you're slightly smaller, slightly bigger, you know, all of that jazz. So I'm going to run downstairs and fingers crossed we're going to capture a beautiful sunset, and then we might take the boys. We'll see. If it's too late, then we might be making wild garlic pesto tomorrow. If not, we're going to take a stroll into the orchard, pick up some wild garlic and make our delicious homemade wild garlic pesto. Doesn't that just give you goosebumps? So beautiful. We've got pink and powder blue skies. I did just spot something on Dora. The girls, aka my beautiful broodmares in the field, I left the gate open so that they could like mooch between the two fields, and they normally mooch together and they're very chilled, but they are in separate fields, and I know that they like to be together, so I'm just going to take a little walk over, and I've got the goods, so I'm going to go over, have some snogs with them, get them a carrot, and then we're going to be heading into the orchard. Just look at that, isn't it so beautiful? Oh, there was me coming over to check that they were together, and they do it themselves. Hi, my gorgeous girls. Hi, my beautiful babies. Hi, my gorgeous girls. Hi, my gorgeous girls. Hi, my beauty. Hi, my beauty. I've got two beautiful girls that want to say hi. Hey! She knows what I have. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, my beauty. They always look at my camera and they're like, what is that? Hi, my beautiful girl. Hi, gorgeous. Hey, how you doing, my beautiful girl? Huh? Oh! You almost got eaten. No! Excuse me, you cannot eat my camera. Very naughty indeed. Hi, my beauty. Oh my gosh, someone name me something better than having a deep smooch with this bit of a horse. No, that would be my pinga. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my goodness, I love you so much. She doesn't like the kissies as much. I'm like one of those annoying mums that sort of like tries to like gain your trust and then goes, she's not sure. She's like, Mummy, give me the carrot. Golden star. This is not how to feed a horse. Do not do what I do. Oh, yum diddle. Scrum. Little nibble for me too. I know. How did Mummy have one carrot? Okay, I'll do this in half. One for you. And one for you. So all of those people who always ask me, do I miss riding? Do you know what? I miss it every single day of my life. But the fact that I can come out here after a long day. Oh, I'm so beyond lucky. I'm so lucky. I love them so much, and do you know what? They weren't well beaters or most certainly Grand Prix horses, but just that pure love and passion, and oh, I don't know, I have it in my blood, my absolute blood, and the fact that I can come out here and just give them loving is something I will be forever grateful for. Hey, no, those are some very, no, be nice. No biting, Mummy. Okay, girls. Well, I just came to check on you, huh? You gonna say hello to everybody? They're so intrigued by my camera. Excuse me. You are a funny old sausage. She's so beautiful too. She's so beautiful. Huh? Hey. So Golden Star has had 3 babies, and actually the most recent one, he is a little colt. Well, he's actually not a colt anymore, he's a full-blown stallion, and he is actually he's in Oliva Nova at a competition at the moment, and I was sent a video just being like, FYI, I think you should see one of your homebreds. I was like, I should not have sold that one, but she is actually quite little. She's currently holding on to my coat because she's quite small actually, and Diamant de Semele was one of the greatest show jumpers of all time, and he was renowned for being quite naughty, and so is she, and quite small. So he was quite little. He was little but mighty, huh? Yes, very naughty indeed. He actually managed to jump. So we have double fencing here with beautiful hedges and horse wire in between. And when he was a foal, he was so naughty. He was also so independent, and he took a leap of faith and yeah, cleared the hedge and obviously both fences, and then decided, how on earth am I going to get home? And then persisted to scream his head off until we came out here and dealt with it. So that caused a bit of havoc, didn't it, Sweet Pea? Do you want to have more kisses? She's like side-eyeing me. Oh, she's so beautiful. No. Does Mummy get kissy? You're a good girl. She's such a good girl. Oh, I love you. Can't get my arm out long enough. Oh, lots of noise. Well, I love you girls. I hope you have a lovely evening. I'll come see you tomorrow with lots more carrots, I promise. I promise. You're a gorgeous girlie, huh? You say hello to everybody. She's also such a diva. This is Eternity. She's had 4 foals, but sadly we lost one of them, which was, oh gosh, a story for another time. Very, very, very devastating, and is definitely the diva of the 2 of them. Top dog over here, alpha female. And we have lots of sheep, as you guys know. And one thing, this horse, aka Eternity, and sheep do not mix. Do not mix. Abort, abort. Yes, she likes to play with them in her mouth, flinging the sheep around. Only happened once, I can assure you, never again. But I've never heard, like, just this overwhelming, deafening noise of barring, and I mean like bar, bar, and these sheep, and I was upstairs, I looked out the window, I just couldn't understand the sheep going one side of the field, the other side of the field, and then could see the horses just galloping around, and Eternity had one of them flinging it around in her mouth. Absolute nightmare. I don't know, we've come to see the horses and it's turned into story time, so hence why there are no sheep in their fields. And they have two enormous fields. They probably have, I don't know, 50 acres between the two of them, just swanning around living at their best lives. But they've been such good mamas. As you can see, they're fat and hairy and enormously loved. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm walking back up to the house. I think it's safe to say that it's getting really rather dark and possibly a touch too late to start foraging for wild garlic, but I know I promised that I would make it with you. So I tell you what, we are going to have wild garlic pesto pasta for lunch tomorrow. And I am going to go and make myself a mocktail and come out here and sit and listen to this magnificent symphony of birdsong. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi team, sorry I didn't come on first thing this morning. Just feel like the morning has run away from me, but it is almost lunchtime. I think it's sort of like 12:30 and I've got a hungry team and a hungry husband. So as promised, we're going to head around the orchard. We're going to forage for a touch of wild garlic and we're going to make the most heavenly, garlicky, scrumptious wild garlic pesto pasta. I've also just come out the front of the house because we have got the most magnificent tulips. I mean, look at this. So sadly it's not quite as such a beautiful day today, a little bit overcast, but it's not too windy and it's not raining, so we've got to look at the positive sides. But look at this exquisite sight. Obviously we've got the water feature and then we've got these beautiful tulips all underplanted with hyacinths, and then this side as well. And these tulips are incredible. During the day they fully open, and then at night, or when there's a little bit more of a cold snap, and look at this one. He's sort of tightened back up again, but we've got some gorgeous muscari in there. All of the hyacinths are literally just about to explode, but I just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was such a pretty sight. Our little pigs with the hyacinths and tulips. More hyacinths here, a few little daffodils that have probably self-seeded. And it looks utterly exquisite. We actually filmed a little bit here yesterday just to utilize the tulips really and just showcase how beautiful they are and that everybody else can enjoy them with us. But we are heading through. All of the daffodils coming out underneath the tree over there, which looks amazing. And Steve has worked his magic with the back border, so we've done all of the rest of the herbaceous planting, and yeah, fingers crossed, our magnolia trees are blooming. I wish it was a little bit more of a beautiful day so that I could take you on a orchard tour, but those magnolias are looking utterly stunning. We've got pink blossom out. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait until the orchard is in full bloom with all of the blossom. Oh, we have a blonde bombshell. We have a blonde bombshell. Hi, little Credzino. Hi, my Credzino. Hi, Babaroo. You having a little bit of a mooch in the orchard? Are you mooching? Come on then, let's go get some wild garlic. Let's go get some wild garlic. Hi, little squidskins. Little precious pickles. Huh? Come on then, let's go forage. Let's go forage. There are so many different types of blossom in here. Got all of the pink blossom, white blossom. We've got the, I believe it's called a Chinese blossom tree, which is this one over here. So literally in a matter of a few days, I think this is going to look utterly magnificent. Yet another beautiful bird, or birds I should say, singing away. And we've got little clusters of daffodils and snapdragons, which look amazing. And then there's wild garlic dotted around, but really where it likes to grow is in sort of very dark, shady areas. So in a lot of forests, you'll find a lot of wild garlic. Now there are things that look similar to wild garlic. So for example, you can see the dark green planting here. These are actually bluebells, so do not eat those. There is also another plant that actually looks a little bit like this, which is poisonous. So please make sure that you are going with somebody that knows what they're talking about. And I've had Steve come and point it out to me, but what you can actually see the difference exactly here between, here we go, this is wild garlic. These are what the leaves look like, and they have a light green stripe down the middle. And for example, this looks a little bit similar, and this also looks a bit similar. So this is wild garlic, and so that you 100% know, you can really smell it. So you do the smell test and instantly you're going to be like, yeah, that is the wild garlic. So another thing, if you have your own wild garlic at home, then I would say be a little bit careful about how much you forage, because obviously you don't want to take everything, so then the year after it doesn't grow back. So work in thirds. So take a third of it, and you really don't have to be a pro here. I will literally take my hands and take some leaves off of each little bunch. As you can see, they've also got like little buds. These are the rosettes, the little florals that grow. I'm going to take some of these. They look absolutely delicious. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. I'm going to put a little bit here. Oh, he's so delish. And a few of these. And I would say that that is most certainly, oh, we've got quite a lot. I think we can do a few more. Now this is where to be kind of a little bit careful as well, because that actually might be, yeah, sausage tinkle. Lovely, lovely. Little bit of wiggy essence in there. I love him, but I do not want to eat his tinkle. Right, that is most certainly enough wild garlic for our wild garlic pesto. I've got a very majestic saucisson. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. Also had a bit of a traumatic morning. We've had to do the nails. Wiggy hates having his nails clipped, and so we make it into the most pleasant experience that he possibly can, and he has a real notion for cheddar and peanut butter. It's an acquired and rather, it's a delicacy. So I get little squares of cheddar, smear them in peanut butter, and he nibbles on those whilst I just trim his nails. Otherwise he starts actually walking around on the tops of his nails and not on his toe beans. So it's sort of like creating a scenario where he doesn't actually realise what I'm doing, because it's not painful for him. He just doesn't really like the noise or the experience. But the cheesy peanut butter is rather
irresistible, isn't it, Wigs?
Yes, it is indeed. Right, I'm gonna head back into the kitchen and we are going to make, oh, it smells garlicky and delicious. Oh, one thing, I probably wouldn't make this if you guys were going out to sort of like an event or going out on a date in the evening, because you are going to have some really deliciously garlicky, pungent breath.
Come on, Bubbaroos, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, so here are our ingredients. I've just got some dried gluten-free linguine pasta. We need some good quality flaked sea salt. This is our wild garlic that I've just washed. Now, some people will say don't wash it, and some people say wash it. I do wash it just because I know that there's so much wildlife in there, and the boys like to do little tinkles on lots of bits and bobs in there. So, you know what? I wash it just to be safe. You're going to want some really lovely and good quality extra virgin olive oil. I've got some pine nuts here. Now, you don't have to put basil in the recipe. I'll pop a tiny bit in and actually just use the little florals at the top as decorations for the pasta. I pop in some garlic and a squeeze of a lemon. So those are the ingredients. Let's make a scrumptious lunch. It's like one of the most simple recipes there is, but one thing you are going to need in terms of equipment is a zhuzh. This is a Ninja high-speed blade blender, zhuzh, hand blender. We call it a zhuzh, and it literally is so simple. So just make sure that the blade is on properly. We're going to add in our wild garlic. And as you can see, it's just like a really good handful. I wouldn't quite know what that was measurement wise, but I'll find a similar recipe and link it down below. I'm gonna pop in a couple of basil leaves. We're going to add in some pine nuts. Oh my goodness, I forgot the Parmesan. My goodness me, sack the chef. We also need good quality Parmesan. So I'm going to sprinkle a few in there, and then we're going to toast the rest for the top. I'm going to get out the Parmesan. Almost forgot the best bit. The boiling water is fiercely bubbling away, so let's just pop in our pasta. Just going to turn that down slightly lower and get our pasta on the go. So once our pesto is done, we can eat straight away. Now you're going to want a generous amount of Parmesan, and what I do is just break it up. I'd say to use about 100 grams of Parmesan, so definitely be generous with the Parmesan. It makes all the difference. Now you can make this as garlicky as you wish by just popping in a couple of garlic cloves. It does also add a real sort of like spice to it as well. It's utterly delicious. So I'll pop in 2 garlic cloves. There we go. We are going to pop in half of the juice of a lemon. It just gives it that liquid that it needs in order to blitz it. Just make sure you don't get any pips in there. It's also quite tricky once you do that to see what the difference between pips and pine nuts are. Then we are going to want a good slug of really good quality olive oil, a little bit of black pepper, touch more sea salt, and there we go. I'm going to pop the lid on, plug this in, pop it on the top, and let's fully combined. You just want to have a little check, and this is where you check the consistency and you're happy with it. You can also do a little taste test, and if you feel that it needs a little bit more salt or olive oil or even a little bit more cracked black pepper, might even fancy putting a little bit more of a squeeze of lemon in, this is when to do it. Okay, so I think that looks perfect. Now we need to make sure that she tastes perfect. Oh, I love it when you still can get like a tiny little bit of a bite of that parmesan. It's so good. I would actually say that is perfect. I'm just going to push down the side slightly. A couple of those little pesky wild garlic leaves haven't quite been captured. Let's pop that on. One more Blitz, and then we're going to toast some pine nuts. Linguine is boiling away and will be finished in probably, I'd say like 6 or 7 minutes. I do quite like my linguine al dente. Now, toasting pine nuts is one of the easiest things you can do. It doesn't even need butter or olive oil. Sprinkle your pine nuts into a little non-stick frying pan. Pop them on a low heat, because when I say these little rascals will burn quicker than you can possibly imagine, and just constantly keep them on the sort of razzle-dazzle, as you say. Keep tossing them around, because the amount of times I've burnt pine nuts, I've lost count at this point. So you definitely want to keep an eye on these and just lightly toast them until they go golden brown. And the way that you sort of like add that really gorgeous nutty crunch on top of the pasta, it's utterly delicious. Now, ever since I was told off by Alessio, the Italian himself, I will always pop my pasta back into the bowl. And instead of, like, for example, I would always like top my bolognese on top of my pasta. But apparently, true Italian style is to put the pasta back in the dish and then put all of whatever sauce or ragu or type of pasta you're having, whack the sauce back in with the pasta and mix it all together. So I'm off to fetch the pesto. I have actually, in just fact, been fact-checked. On this instance, we're bringing the sauce to the pasta. However, if you did have sort of like a Le Creuset big stew dish on, you'd put your pasta into your bolognese. But in this instance, I don't think the pasta's going to fit in here. So let's pop all of this in there. One last little drizzle of olive oil over the top. Just taking the bowls out of the warming oven. We've got our delicious looking pasta here. And you can get as fancy as you wish here. I tell you what, if we're going all out, let's get a fork and do a toss. You can kind of do whatever you want, really. You can get a pair of tongs and tong it around, and it looks really fancy that way. Or if you just want to get plain old pasta grabber, then do whatever your heart tells you to do so. But I just think presentation is everything, she says, whilst this does not look massively presentable right at this moment in time. A little bit of a, there we go. Oh, delicioso. Right, here's in there. Now for the finishing touches. A little bit more of flake sea salt. Touch more cracked black pepper. We've got our toasted pine nuts. Be careful because these will be quite warm. Just scatter these over the top. And then finally, our beautiful little basil flowers just on the very top. And that there is my homemade orchard wild garlic pesto pasta recipe. It is so delicious, it's healthy, it's hearty, it's nutritious, and it's homemade. Absolutely delicious. So let's spin you around, give you guys a quick close-up. So before we devour it, that there is the final dish. So simple, so easy. You've probably got the wild garlic in your garden, or maybe along a roadside next to a hedge, or maybe a forest. Please do be careful when foraging, and obviously please check that it is in fact wild garlic. But you've probably got the rest of the ingredients in your larders or your cupboards at home. So that's that. And just before I devour my lunch, I'm going to bring this vlog to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But one thing I have just seen is that Nobody's Child is doing a first-time buyer sale. So you can get 20% off if you are a first-time buyer. And they've also got their spring sale, which I think they've got items up to like 30% off. This is not an ad. I don't work with them. I would love to work with them, but I am just a fan and client. So I hope you guys take advantage of that. I'll leave the discount code for the first time buyers here. I believe it's HELLO20, but I will just double check that. But anyway, I hope you have a glorious rest of your day, no matter what time of day or even what day you're watching this. Thank you, and sending you so much love.